We're calling this one of the biggest weekends in college football. It's time to put our money where our mouth is. We're going to start with that Illinois team we were talking about. Number 21 USC laying 6.5 on the road, headed to 23 Illinois. Over under sitting around 49.5. Now, sweet Illinois. They are 12-4 ATS since 2024. There is something to be said about that. And you look at USC, they are 0-4 in their last 4 games as favorites versus ranked opponents. Now, obviously, that takes us back a few years as well, not like they're playing a million games in those situations. But it is worth noting. So, Mike, I'm going to head to you first on this game. Are you leaning towards this USC side, or do you think Illinois bounces back?
I lean towards the USC side. I do say I wish Illinois was more competitive in that last game and wasn't such a huge bounce back, get right kind of motivational spot here. But I like USC offensively. I just simply think they can score enough points here. Anything under a touchdown is something that I would be leaning into. I think that USC is close here. I still obviously always have some concerns about them on the defensive side of the ball. You're talking about travel. It's East Coast game, early start time. Like there's all the things that could lead to a potential slow start. But ultimately, I think it's simply just betting on the offensive unit of USC. So I would be on the 6.5 here as a lean.
Yeah, you talk about betting on the offensive unit. That's kind of what I want to do here. I'm looking at their team total over 34.5. I do think they can cover the spread, but you just never know what you're getting with this USC defense. So I feel like the team total is a safe spot with Maeva. He put up 35 on Notre Dame, but it's more about this Illinois secondary that's just not there anymore. You got your top cornerbacks out, 2 through 4 in your secondary or injured of some sort, concussed, getting x-rays, haven't played the first few games of the season. Like it's kind of a mess. Not so much their fault, but I just feel like we see USC run up the board and they get their run game involved the way Indiana does. And I think it'll help them out there. Emory, are you in on the Trojan side with us?
Man, you saw how they got blown out last week. They were overrated. Should have been ranked 9th. I'm just playing. Like, I'm laying these points with USC. I love what I was the sucker who stayed up a little bit late to watch them against Michigan State, right? Because that game kicked off at 11 o'clock Eastern time. Like, let me just give them a half. And so I watched the half live, then I went back and watched the tape. I like what they've done offensively. They look a heck of a lot better this year than they did last season, even though the run game isn't quite USC-like. I'm talking about historically, but it's still a good enough complement to their passing game. And I think defensively they make enough plays, and I think enough plays against this Illinois offense will be enough for them to cover the spread. So I will lay these 6.5 points.
Yeah, we talk about this Illinois defense that's just battered with injuries. Tom, do you think there's a way to attack that with the total?
Yeah, I do. And Emory, I was up till 3 watching that game because I had the over. So I needed one more score in the fourth quarter. I'm going to go with the over here again. Listen, normally this would be a great spot to back Illinois coming off that blow-off loss and going at home. But like everyone mentioned, the secondary is beat up. I don't know how long they can hold up there. So I'm going to lean the over. The other thing I would look at in this game, you would expect Illinois to come out hot, right? They were embarrassed last week. You're going to get that big pregame speech. If they go up 7-0, I might look to back USC live because I think at some point their offense is just going to overwhelm the Illini secondary.
Yeah, I'm in on that. Like the over overall. I'm isolating that team total. We see a lot of love for that USC side. Just not Illinois' weekend potentially. But you know what? Maybe we could be wrong, but I have a feeling we're going to be right here.